Oh, that was. I just found a nice little shortcut on my iPhone. That was pretty cool. Good morning. Well, hello everyone. I tried to stop saying good morning. It's good morning to me. I'm running a little late. Been on a bus that slept 17 times. We're not going to get into why I was late. It'll just piss you off. But it's totally my bad. Totally my bad. How's everyone doing? What is the expression? If the market is a rockin', don't come a knocking. I don't even know what the CPI data is, but market likey, Bitcoin likey. We're going to take a look. I wouldn't get too excited. This is probably just going to be one of those. It's going to reverse in 24 to 48 hours, or it's going to reverse into the end of the year. I think there could be quite a bit of tax loss harvesting that goes into the end of the year. That can really weigh the market down. I'm just trying to be rational, right? And I'll say a million times, I don't know. I do know a lot of people start thumping their chests that here we go, the bull market's back on, and this was the bottom. It might be the bottom. It might have been the bottom. Again, I don't think so, but it might be the bottom. But there's just too much left out there for it to just really start. I mean, to me, it really does feel like one more bull trap, one more relief rally. We'll take a look at the charts, I guess, see what the charts say. Capo's come out of hiding. He's had a few things to say. The chat's giving me a hard time because I'm delayed. I was delayed, guys and gals. Totally my fault. We totally missed. I don't even know if this works, but ding 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 ding. Now that my analytics tell me no one's even watching the stream, so I don't know if anyone's still here. I don't blame you. I'm late. All right, I'm gonna get the desktop ready. Yeah, I really do feel like it's gonna be a quick one. That always works out when I say that, right? There's not much to talk about. Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested. Like, you're probably gonna get sick of hearing that today, so I'm not gonna talk about that. It don't mean shit. Like, he got arrested. He's gonna go to jail. That's it. Case closed. Like, what else is there to talk about? BitBoy's all like pounding the table that he got arrested because of him. Or like, why is BitBoy so excited about this? I don't understand. Someone did a bad thing that they're eventually gonna go to jail for it. To me, it's like, I don't know. It's not that big a deal. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Retro in the house, Kurt in the house. Yeah, the Binance FUD has been off the charts, man. Off the freaking charts. Let's talk about that. We'll take a look at the markets and we're going to talk about that. It actually got to me. I don't personally think there's a problem with Binance, but I started taking my money off there. Why risk it, right? There's one person that's caught, that's like hooting and hollering. That's enough to just like, he keeps being animate about it. And to be fair, I haven't done enough due diligence on him, but he's got somewhat respectable title on Twitter. He's got somewhat of a respectable timeline. And apparently he called Celsius. Like, I mean, probably before it happened. So I don't know. It's enough. Personally, I don't think there's a problem. But you never freaking know. And I had cash on there. Like, I had 2 stacks of High Society. And I had some limit orders in. I'm taking it off. I don't know how long that takes. It probably takes like 10 days knowing their asses. And you can only do $10,000 a day, which is really lame. So it's going to take me... I did one last night. And I think it's a 24-hour thing. So I have to wait to do it again. I don't know if I have to wait 10 days. That's going to be super annoying. And I'm probably just going to put it on Kraken.
Tasty Nation,
I will say, again, I don't think there's a problem with Binance.
Well, but I'm with Tom.
I'm
so
pretty...
Far, so good. Standard answer.
Now, I'm not...
I got the black shirt
any
now,
one of these
so
exchanges could
really
go
good.
down. So don't come crying to me if you didn't take self-custody,
like
if you have money,
fool.
all your
Tony,
entire net worth on an exchange.
Okay.
You're out of your mind if you do that.
Ron Artest, he changed
But
his
if
name
you
to
want to
Meta
have some
World
trading
Peace.
and some
Trezor
limit
forwarded
orders, then
past
you got to
rest in
have it
peace.
there.
Changed the name to the
So
artist
I'm
formerly
fairly,
known as
I
Prince.
feel fairly
You
safe
know,
with
this
Kraken.
beautiful
I feel
apparatus,
really
making
safe
a
with
comeback, making a
Coinbase.
run. Tasty
I
trade,
actually
tasty
feel
life.
really
If you
safe
were gonna
with
change your name, Tony,
Crypto.com.
what would it be?
Their CEO, I'm not a big fan of crypto.com, but their CEO has been he's been around a long time. He's a very well known person. Our boy Tom Sosnoff has had dealings with the dude Chris. He likes him.
I think I go with
That's a good
Jesus.
litmus test
You
for
know,
me. Tom
I think in
Sosnoff
another
had
life.
dealings with what's his face from Voyager in the past, and he said that guy's a total scumbag, right? So Tom Sosnoff has been in the finance industry for decades. He has
I
major
got more
connections.
complexes than that. That's the tip of the iceberg.
You
my
got people
friends.
like
Here's my
BitBoy that say
question.
they have connections.
I'm
Give
just
me a break.
I'm just a mortal man. I'm a simpleton in the big scheme of things, Tom. I think you know that. I don't get invited to the big
Oh,
meetings,
son
to
of
the
a
big
bitch. I
parties,
forgot
to
about that.
the
I meant to
black
turn
tie
that off. Is my
extravaganzas.
voice
But
okay?
I've
Yeah,
got a
that's
feeling.
Victor Jones. Me and Victor Jones got a thing going on. All right. Yeah, he was supposed to testify in front of Congress today. Actually, I'm not showing my desktop. So there's my boy Victor Jones. Oh, that's Tom Sosnoff, the guy I was just talking about. The sauce grande. Let me parch my dry throat. So, and on the far right, that's Tony the Bat Batista. Tasty Works. Now they're called Tasty Live. The Victor Jones segment in the afternoon is really freaking good. I seriously, I love that guy. It's probably the best segment on Tasty Live. All right, the CPI data must have been insane in the membrane because the market is in freaking fuego, like on fire. Are you kidding me? Like this is insane. The E-mini S&P's up freaking 106 points. The NASDAQ up 458 points. Bitcoin had an 18K print on the futures. It's probably over 18K on spot, up 790. The VIX probably got freaking crushed. Volatility. The VIX is down 1.67. I know most of you don't know what that means, but that's insane. You bunch of plebs. All right, crude oil 74.70 up $1.40. Gold $41 up, making the ladies holler 1833. Gold's continuing to scream. What's silver doing? Silver up 88 cents, man. Silver just continues to be on a freaking tear. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to other people like Caroline Ellison, Sam Bankman-Fried's parents. Like they'll probably have to return a bunch of like property and shit because they have like multi tens of millions of dollars in property, and it's not like Sam Bankman-Fried's parents can show that they earn that amount of money, right? Yeah, the VIX is down, volatility's down. And when volatility is basically stock market fear. It's a fear index. The higher the volatility, the higher the fear. The higher the fear, the higher the premium you get in the options. High volatility, the higher the volatility, it's a great time to sell options, right? All right, let's take a look at my positions real quick. I haven't done that in a while. My tattooed chef is like, we're just going to close this for a freaking loss. I just get that. I don't even want to look at that. Tesla up $5.07, almost $6. I find this really interesting. Oh, if I do where's Ricky, man? I need Ricky to link that Elon video. I want to do him a solid and review that Elon. There's so many different videos I can react to right now. It's just out of this world how much garbage is out there on YouTube. But Meet Kevin did a video where he I'm pissed. And then Jeremy Lefebvre reacted to it. But Meet Kevin's pissed because of Elon, and Elon's doing his thing. The reason Meet Kevin is pissed is because Meet Kevin, claim to fame is he made a bunch of money in the stock market. in 2021, and everyone thought he was a stock guru because he knows a thing or two about finance and interest rates and bonds and Fed rates and all that shit. He's not stupid, but because he knows all these things, he thinks he's really good at the stock market. And again, the guy's like 30 years old. The guy's never seen a downtick in the stock market. He's never seen a stock market like this. I don't care how smart you are, how good you know finance. You could go to fucking Harvard. It doesn't matter, dude. The stock market will humble you. It is a never-ending learning lesson. You cannot predict what's going to happen in the stock market. Even people like Burry. Oh, Burry called the 2008 crash. He hadn't got a goddamn thing right before or after. Some people get lucky and they get famous because of it. Anyway, Meet Kevin even looked smart again because he sold all his stocks in like December, and they did go down. But then he put like a shit ton of money back into the stock market, but he mostly put it in Tesla, and he looked like a genius again because it was a relief rally. Guess what? His ass is getting 10 toes down, destroyed right now. He says he's transparent. I would love to see him really show some transparency because I bet his ass is down a lot, especially if he's in Tesla, dude. Tesla's gotten freaking destroyed. It's down probably 50, close to 60% this year. My portfolio, it was the biggest part of my portfolio in 21. My ERA was like 130,000. I think it's only like 50,000 right now. I'm not worried. Tesla will probably still be a great company. Probably still be one of the biggest companies in the world. I'm not a huge fan of some of the things. Like, Kevin has some points about what Elon's doing. It is hurting his brand image doing what he's doing on Twitter. But I don't know that Elon cares, right? A lot of people are really butthurt because the control has been taken away from basically an even far extremist democratic platform. Man, free speech, dude. Like, do we really believe in free speech or don't we? Now, at a point, I do think you should get banned, right? But he opened it back up. He said people are all up in arms because he made this pronoun comment. My pronouns are Fauci and prosecute. I don't know. That might not be, like, I don't know why people are upset that he did that. Maybe I need to be educated too. I know there's this whole thing about pronouns and it being a big deal. I think, that one, I just don't understand that. So I don't mean to be insensitive. I grew up in a time where saying the FA, GAYFA, that word was just, everyone did it. Learned behavior. And the R word, RE, retar, that word. It was just, that was like those two words were basically every other word as a kid. That's just how it was. Learn behavior, different time. I don't say those words anymore, right? I've grown out of that. I see that it's extremely insensitive. I'm also the kind of person that, I don't like how much power is given to words and things like this. So, but I'm sensitive enough to just respect that. The whole pronoun thing, though, I'm still struggling with. I want to be sensitive to these people, but the amount, right? And don't hate me if you're a he or a she, right? I just, a he, they, it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I didn't grow up with that, so I didn't learn it. I'm still trying to kind of figure it out. It's a very weird concept to me. Pronouns are bullshit, according to Kurt. Retro says, Tom, the problem is that these people are living in such a decadence. I'm going to have to look that word up. They have no idea what actual suffering is. Their lives have no meaning or purpose. And yeah, Identity. I mean, I remember your identity is a really big thing, especially when you're like a teenager and a 20-year-old. You want to be noticed, blah, 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 blah. So I get that. But it's a very weird thing, man. To me, it really is. I don't know. So I don't want to. I don't want to wax on about this too much. Let's get back to the markets. I probably just hurt my me and Kurt's 2024 campaign a little bit, unless there's greater than 50% of the population. Yeah, probably greater than 50% of the population do think pronouns are bullshit. It's kind of like abortion. 20% of the people are anti-abortion, and but they're just the what is the squeaky wheel gets greased, so they're extremely squeaky. Probably the same thing with pronoun. The pronoun people are definitely vocal. You know what I'm saying? So that squeaky wheel gets greased a little bit. And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just think why like why is I don't get it. Like I'm a dude. I'm a he. If you want to call me an it, and they. I don't. Again, I'm probably missing something here. I will say that. You're rude if you use pronouns when the person is there in person. What? I don't. Is that true? If you call them a they, how do you like? How are you doing? Are you allowed to say things like it's really? I shouldn't have to take an MIT course to understand how to like. I don't like. I don't want to talk to you if you're okay with he and she. Like I don't want to talk to you. I'm not social interaction. It's not one of the things I enjoy to be. I mean, I can do it, and I do enjoy it sometimes, but for the most part, I'm good. That's a no for me, dog. You isn't a pronoun. Yeah, I don't like. That's the thing. And there's this show I watch, Billions. It's really good. I like it a lot. But there's a they. There's a they on there, and they're a they in real life too. So I think they're a they. I don't know. Again, I don't. I shouldn't have to take a college course. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I identify. Is it you actually? Ricky, what's that link to that Elon Musk video? I might do that one tonight. Trying to force people to use whatever nonsense you dictate is granting undeserved authority and control. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like, for example, the three restrooms. I'm okay with that, right? That's kind of a thing. Like if you're a dude but you're really a chick, you can't really go into the women's restroom. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that. I, I mean, it's just brain chemistry, right? You know what? That kind of reminds me. I was watching, and this is going to be some advanced level thought that it might even piss people off, but it just I'm sorry, I'm on a whole different level when it comes to this. But I was watching this dude. He's called Microphone. He does sports videos. He does a lot of NFL videos. But he was talking about this quarterback. None of you nerds are going to know who I'm talking about, but John Kitna, like an ex Seattle Seahawks pro quarterback, his son was the quarterback at the Florida Gators, and he recently got arrested because he said some shit and sent some child pornography. You know what? There goes YouTube. All right, so he sent some videos with this, and there goes my YouTube pump. Any chance of a YouTube pump I had, but and then he got arrested, and they found some on his phone and stuff. And this mic, and I like Microphone, but he's like, this is disgusting. He should go to prison forever. Or basically, it's this you should put him down mentality. And I'm just like, yes, this is disgusting. This is awful. But how did he? We got to fix the problem. How did this kid get to that point? And I'll tell you right now, I know exactly how this kid got. He didn't. Most people don't come out of the womb with this in their head, right? It's like they've been either like molested or, you know what I'm saying? They've been abused. You know what I'm saying? Typically, that's what happens. Someone abused them when they were a kid, right? That's a very powerful engram that gets imprinted on your brain. So you got to fix the problem. It's not like, do we just start throwing these people in an incinerator because of something that was unfairly done to them? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things in life. And this could be part of my presidential campaign. Start fixing the problem instead of shoveling people into incinerators. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. This is probably the Elon Musk is a fraud. I am actually, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to watch this, and it's going to be a pure reaction. And we all know, man, 36-minute video. That's a long one. This might have to be some skipping around or, oh yeah, whatever. But it's going to be a pure reaction. I'm not okay with the extra bathroom nonsense either. Kurt's a very, like, Mormon strict. Are you Mormon, Kurt? There we go. If anyone, I'm kidding, guys. Like, if you're Mormon, I respect you. I make fun of all religions. Not too much, but I will make fun of all religions, right? Christianity, Muslims. I would make fun of all races, whites included, but the only people that can make fun of all races is anyone that's not white. Where's the fairness in that? Some white people can get away with it when you get big enough, when you become big enough of a star, or you're Jewish, right? If you're white Jewish, you can get away with it too. But if you're like hardcore white, with roots back to England and Ireland and Germany, man, you just got to keep your mouth. That's not fair, dude. That's not fair. How long do I have to be punished for what my great ancestors did? You know what I'm saying? Another atrocity, but there's been plenty. All right. It has nothing to do with religion. What has nothing to do with religion? If a private company wants to put 1 million bathrooms for every gender, fine. But my taxes... Bro, no, there's 3 bathrooms. Like, that one I'm okay with. I guess really it should just be like, I don't know, man. Just have one bathroom that has a lock. I don't want people pissing next to me anyway. So, problem is that one bathroom, people go in and blow it up and piss all over the floor, or shit all over the floor. I hate public bathrooms. All right. Check out the channel. There are a bunch of Elon vids that are shorter. Why you should never believe Elon Musk. Part 2. This guy just seemed like he just builds a channel on hating Elon Musk. Thunderfoot. Is this the video? Wait, I thought there was one where Elon Musk was like a fraud. I need a link to the one I should watch and react to, right? Ricky, I'm depending on you to deliver a great video to react to, not just, you know what I'm saying? A leap of faith that you're not going to lead the channel astray. Poll time. Poll time. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said something. It is poll time. What do you want the poll to be? Let's see. Poll. Do pronouns have, let's see, do pronouns have a place in our society? This is a very controversial question. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. So if you say no, no one's going to know it was you. Should white, Koska in the house. How you doing, brother? All right, Ricky, whites should most definitely not be able to say that word. At the same time, I don't know. It bothers me that word still, like, it's just one of those words that, like, let's move on. You know what I mean? Like, white shouldn't say it, but the fact that it's still so prevalent in our society is going to continue to cause contention, right? All right, so we got one person saying yes. That's probably Koska, and everyone else saying no. So my guess is Ricky, Retro. Oh, 50-50. I know who's in the chat. We got Retro has been pretty quiet, so maybe he's a Retro. Are you a pronoun? Are you a they? Oh, you said do you pronoun? No, bro. I'm talking about the pronoun movement. All right. You know what? I'm talking about the pronoun movement. I'm not talking about pronouns in general. Kurt, yes. So you would have voted no. No, that one's a tough one, man. The biggest problem with this word. Jason in the house. How you doing, brother? This Costco says it's not anonymous because I can figure out who voted what. Yeah, it's a little bit unfair. Um, F pronouns, yeah. No. Okay, so the rule is if you have a black friend that you're cool with, they can allow you to say it with the soft A, right? But that it's eventually going to get you in trouble because you're going to be around the wrong black dude that knows like a 6th-degree black belt in karate, and he's going to be like, "What would you just say, honky?" And he's going to beat your ass, or you're gonna get too comfortable with it, and you're going to say it to your boss, or you know what I'm saying? So if you're forever destined to be in the hood, if you're forever destined to like not make shit out of your life, yeah, say it, right? Be a gangbanger or whatever, and say it all you want, as long as your friends are cool with it. But saying these kind of words, and I see the hard R, all the enough, like insanely enough when playing Rust. I see the R word, I see the F word, the FA word, and these kids, man, you can. It's obvious that there's probably a lot of learned bad behavior because their parents are racist and shit like that. But it also gets reinforced with other people in the community doing it, and it's an impressionable kid. So these kids that are constantly saying this word, it's just going to get, most of them, it's just going to get them in more trouble than they care for in 10, 15, 20 years. So every now and then, like if I'm hanging with a group of people or, we're in a group and they say that word and I'll be in Discord, hey man, I know I get where you're coming from, but you use that word a lot, and it's just going to get you in trouble in real life. No, you can't beat his ass for saying hockey. Um, I my nickname in college was PW, and it stood for Peckerwood. So all my black friends, because my best friend played basketball for uh, a college, and I was in an apartment complex with all the basketball players, and I didn't. They'd call me honky. I mean, it was all cool. I didn't call them the soft A or anything like that, and we do shit like play tuck. I know none of you nerds will know what that is. Gert says he doesn't condone violence for such nonsense. Words. I agree with you, but I don't know. Sometimes you deserve an ass whipping if you're saying it hatefully. I had this coworker dude who says he enjoys passing the time with their joy friends. I don't even know what that means. I LMAO'd and said, "What kind of sex service is that?" He said he said his friend is just non-binary. Does that mean they're? Uh, does that mean they're? What's the word when you f both sexes? They're bi. Does binary, is that the same as bisexual? Or there's different ones where like there's so many different terms. Like you only have sex with. I don't know the whole thing. Yeah, I agree. 10 top unprofessional mistakes easily. Top 10 what? What's the top 10? What? Talk about privilege, race. What do you mean, bro? Like you got so no. 60% of the people say pronouns don't have, and Kurt said yes, but he really means no. He's just trying to hit me with a technicality. Like, the fact that I basically called his non-binary friend a sex worker. Is his non-binary? What's a non-binary? Yeah, this conversation's too over my head, man. I'm not in tune enough with this whole different world, this whole different metaverse that's evolved. All right, 7:10 a.m. Stock market is still pretty in fuego. 20-minute Elon video. All right, Ricky coming with the heat. Let's see what this title's called. We're gonna hop over to crypto. We're gonna see what's going on with the charts. If you're new to the channel, this is what you get. We might talk crypto. We might talk pronouns. We've talked cooking, weight loss, diets. The nighttime a little bit more professional because typically, as of right now, it's usually right as of right now. It's just been like reactions to shit. And no, it's not going to be Cardano every night. It's going to be why you should never believe Elon Musk. Nah, these are stupid titles. This has 231K views. This is going to be, yeah, I will definitely have some reactions to this. Part 33 and a third. This video got 231K views. Like, what the hell, man? Maybe I should just pivot. Being anti-Trump. I'm going to have two different channels. There we go. I'm going to have two different channels, and I want to see how quickly I can grow them. One is I'm just going to shit on Republicans, and the other one I'm just going to shit on Democrats, right? And then one day the story's going to break out. This guy's been playing both sides. Bi suggests a binary exists, either men and women, so you're being a bigot. Oh. A binary does exist, though. Is it not binary? Is it not binary because more than men and women exist? Just because you say so? According to CoffeeZilla, Jesus Christ, retro with a hard tangent. According to CoffeeZilla, SPF was donating to both parties. Oh, yeah. Old news, Retro. Old news. But only made it public because of the media. Yeah, he used apparently dark holes or some shit to support Republicans. I don't even, maybe. That ended up biting him in the ass so big time. A lot of people thought he might skate because he donated so much to government officials, but now he's screwed because these government officials now have egg on their face. You bribe people, but then you F up and make me look bad as a politician. Sorry, brother, you're going down. I need to clear my name here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's perfectly fine. Oh yeah. No, I want to do it just as a social experiment. Like I'll be saying like pro Trump, pro radical right things on one channel, shitting on Democrats, and I'll go to the other channel, and then I'll do the exact opposite. So you won't have any idea what my opinion is, and I'm gonna create these mass followings, and then whatever channel gets bigger, that'll be what my platform is on the 2024 election. There is a binary. It's men and women. What about XXY or YYX? Shit like that. The rest of it is shit nonsense, distraction from real issues. Yeah, I don't know. They're people. They've probably been through a lot of pain, and then this is what they used to identify with. So you don't care about mutations. Well, that's a pretty hardcore attitude. All right, I'm getting off this topic. As interesting as it is, let's get over to crypto. I think Bitcoin might be over 18,000, which could be quite surprising. It's going to be right at the 18,000 print, it looks like. 17,847. That's interesting. Bitcoin is almost in contango. It's still in backwardation, but only by like $7, meaning that Bitcoin futures might be higher, have a higher print than the spot price here pretty soon, which is a pretty bullish signal. Bitcoin 17,842. Ethereum 1335. Cardano 31.5. Lolana 1385. Matic, blah, Atom. Everything's up. Everything's looking pretty good. Let's see what the charts say. No, I think the Fed does their shit tomorrow. CPI data came out today. I have no idea what the CPI data was. It had to be good. CPI data news. They liked it. Today's report showed a fairly broad-based slowdown. CPI is pretty rosy for the Fed. Lower than expected. Well, just give me the goddamn stock surge after lower than expected inflation data. Let's see. Data show consumer price gains slowed to 7.1 last month for a year earlier, with core prices, excluding volatile food and energy costs, rising 6%. Economists surveyed by Wall Street Journal had estimated a 7.3. Okay. So we'll get the Fed release tomorrow. It'll probably be... I think this is going to be a relief rally, dead cat bounce. I could be wrong. The bottom might be in. We might start moving up. I think there. Oh, it is breaking out of our little triangle. This means it must be bull rally, right? This must mean we're going up to. Let's see, we broke out right there. So this says we should go up to 20,400 in Bitcoin in the old biddy. Nope, I gotta move this down. Okay, so we broke out. Oh, this does go right up to this support and resistance line I have right here. So this says this should take us to about 19.8. Let's see how good my technical analysis is in the future. This could take us up to 19.8. Even if we do, I think it'll be a false breakout and it'll be a lower low. We are well above this line, but it's mostly just spinning sideways. We still got the 200 quite a bit of ways. I'm not really like, I don't need to time the bottom, but I don't also need to FOMO in right now, right? And to me, there's no real chance of it being a bull market until we get above the 200 and then hold that and start moving up from there. Either way, I don't think it. I've said it numerous times. If you've been buying lately, you're probably, well, you're almost certainly going to do. Oh, you know what? The video I need to do. I'm sorry, Ricky. We'll save Elon for tomorrow. The video I want to do tonight is Invest Answers. Will Bitcoin be around in 20 years? It's a good one. I promised to do Elon this week. I know, according to you, I never keep my promises, but we'll see. Anyway, I still think, I think the bottom might be in, but I think we're not going, we're going to see another down. We're going to see another move back down, probably into the end of the year. We may not go back down to 15.5, but we're going to be at these levels for a while. It's going to be boring for a while. Any relief rallies or whatever, they're not going to hold. They're not going to hold. Just because I seriously doubt. I mean, I go to the store. I see that prices have risen, right? We've talked about things like FedEx is dead AF, right? People are tightening their belt. Even a Fed, like if the Fed pivots, historically that shows that's when it really gets bad. I will say once they start saying we're in a recession, once the government announces this is now a recession, that's when it's really then you really got to get your back the truck up ready, right? Because maybe you don't want to do it like the day of, but now once you're in a recession, and as long as it looks like we're not going to go into oppression, we're probably near the lows. If we look at the chart, we look at the SPX chart. Let's see what we got. We still got a nice little resistance line to hit up here. What is going on where one day, did it really? I don't, oh, it's above it right now. Actually, that's how much of a, so we got a huge gap. You know what they say about gaps? Gaps get filled. And this is breaking news. The E-mini S&P actually went up so much today it gapped above this support and resistance. So we got to see if this holds. If this holds, I mean, it's still, you know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty big deal. Let's see what's going on with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ gapped up high too. Gaps get filled, guys. There's a high likelihood that this gap gets filled. So it's at least gonna come down and then come back up, right? Minimum. Almost like a 92% chance on gap fills. All right, Kurt. Let's see. My pronouns are he, she, they, them, deus, deus, deus. Uh, Kurt was having a get off my lawn moment. Wait, bringing the idea of those children's section is just a justification of all the idiot children these days getting on with pronoun. Man, Kurt is opinionated on this one. Retro says I'm an entity and energy, a shapeshifter turned into human flesh. Nerd! Where's the Homer Simpson nerd? Let's see. Laugh out loud, Ricky. It's true, but someone needs to say it. Yeah, about getting off his lawn. Jason's still bearish. How could you not be? What's the word with? Oh yeah, we were going to talk about Binance. Retro brought that up earlier. That's a good one. We can get into Binance in a minute. Let's just finish. We're practically done. Literally a minute. So we know what's going on here. We got some lines we got to hold. I don't think they're going to hold. Again, there's going to be some tax loss targeting. I think the market's going to get weighed down. People are going to get over this hysteria. People might use it as a moment just to get out, period, right? Like they might be like, man, I just need a nice little pump, dead cat, and get out. Fraudora, Harmony 1.013, Harmony 1 red on a day like today. That's not a good look. Quant, San, I'm just seeing if anything looks crazy right now. Solana, can't even break $14. That shit's going to zero. Polkadot, 527. Cadena, $1.04. All right. Let's talk about Binance. There's a lot of the Binance FUD is like, especially on Twitter, it's insane in the membrane. Let me see if I can find this guy. What's his name? Mike. Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike Alfred. This guy is constantly. Wait, I thought I followed this guy. Am I not logged in? Maybe I stopped. I could have sworn I was following this guy. So, Engaged Value Investor, Board of Eaglebrook and Iris Energy. I don't know what those are. Previously founding CEO at Brightscope and Digital Asset Data. And he's an ultra runner. So he seems like he could be a pretty legit dude. I have not researched this guy at all. A lot of people he's got 121k followers, so he's got a nice little cult. If you're not following me, at Nostradamus right here, I have a PhD, Nostradamus PhD. If you search at Nostradamus, I am the bombest. I will be doing more and more with Twitter, maybe some spaces, shit like that. Who knows? You can get into space and talk to your boy. Or I don't know, what would we have spaces about? Anyway, this guy is constantly just. So apparently this guy called the Celsius before Celsius happened. I have not researched that. Like, was Celsius already like kind of floating in the air that they were going to go down and he's just claiming the fame? Did he call it way ahead of time? There's a lot of articles with people are funding Binance. Binance halts withdrawal of major USD stablecoin. Reuters is picked. I didn't even realize these people, and this guy's retweeting it. So he's not doing his due diligence here. Binance didn't halt withdrawals of USDC, and all these news companies are. This is just AI bullshit. There's no due diligence or research here. It was a planned maintenance. Binance told you that this was happening, and it happened during the maintenance window, and then they turned it back on, right? So that FUD, there's been a lot of FUD surrounding this, complete nonsense. There's another FUD where the Department of Justice is looking to go after them for money laundering. Well, this is a case that goes back, I don't know, a while before all these, like, before they were doing really strict KYC shit. So worst case, they might get a fine or some shit like that. Binance actually went out and spent a lot of money and put like a bunch of high level SEC and lawyers and shit on their team. So they're ready, right? And they probably know how to grease the palms, or they'll take the fine or whatever and move on. It'll probably be nothing. That's more fun. And again, don't take my word for it. Do your own research, right? I'm just telling you what I've learned, and the things that I've learned might be wrong. But, common sense tells me, and the people that are telling me this stuff, it makes sense. The maintenance thing is super easy, and the withdrawals are back on. I withdrawn one stack of High Society last night. No issues whatsoever. I'm taking my money out just to be precautious. Again, I don't think there's an issue with Binance, but I could be wrong. Again, if you have crypto, period, self-custody it. This is a whole different area of being responsible, though. So if you self-custody your crypto and don't know what you're doing, or lose your keys, or it gets stolen, don't come talking to me. You got your own big boy pants, and you're in an adult world. This is money. The most valuable lesson, we're going full screen, because I'm serious. The most valuable lesson that I could teach you in life, everyone out there is trying to separate you from your money, right? So just because you've been in this comfortable world where all your money's in a bank and it's insured, you get a little comfortable. But you're now in a world, whether it's stocks or crypto. Crypto is the worst, right? 99% of the crypto people out there are trying to steal your money. 99% of crypto projects, not 99%, but I would say 80 to 90% of all these crypto projects are basically a bunch of mini Sam Bankman-Frieds, right? It's just a bunch of people out there trying to take your money, trying to tell you that there's value. It's all bullshit, right? Now you might think I'm anti-crypto. No, I'm not at all. To me, crypto is the future, but right now, most of these NFT projects, most of these DEX projects, they're rug pulls, they're scams. Unless there's some blue chips on Ethereum, blue chip DEXs and stuff on Ethereum, and those like sushi swaps and shit like that, Naves that are multi-chain, those aren't scams, right? And there's more blue chips on Ethereum. And there's going to be some blue chips that evolve on Cardano, on AVAX or whatever. But 99%, all the rest of them, they're scams. The NFTs, biggest scam on the planet right now. It's the biggest con artist game on the planet right now. And I'm not anti-NFTs. I think NFTs have a huge part of our future. I think NFTs have a huge part of changing how artists are going to live and survive in the future. I think there is a very big use case for NFTs when it comes to artwork and music. But right now, you guys are a bunch of idiots with these 10,000 set collections that are coming out. You're just FOMOing into this hysteria, thinking you can make money and thinking this shit is special. It is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? The concept is special, but the shit you're buying into right now is not. If you're an NFT Kool-Aid sipping moron, hit the dislike button and don't let the door hit you or the Lord split you. Is that how that expression goes? Anyway, I don't even know what, we're talking about Binance. Let's get, because I'm not done. I'm not done with Binance. Let's get back on track. Binance. I see people are screaming Binance. All right. People are correctly dumping. So this guy shits on Binance a lot. People are correctly dumping BNB and BUSD into BTC and ETH. Anything and anything else they can to quickly withdraw off the exchange. First time in years we are seeing a real market-driven price action, and Binance's homegrown shitcoins is a sign of things to come. BNB $262, dumping harder, sell pressure up. I assume CZ is selling as well to meet redemption. Hot wallet balances drained. BNB 260 and BSUD starting to come off peg. Is this all true? All right, this guy posted this yesterday. Remove your funds from Binance immediately. This is not a test or a joke. That was the final straw. I can't take it anymore. I don't believe any of this FUD, but I just don't want to take the risk right now. So I'm taking my money off. I don't know how long it takes. But I had cash on there, right? I'm just not taking the risk right now. If I were to lose $20,000, I would be okay. But man, it would suck hard. Like I probably wouldn't be able to. It would turn my stomach, right? 20,000, man, that's a lot of money. This guy. Well, they say he called out Celsius. He seems a pretty hardcore. Like Tesla's breaking down hard. Let's see what else. Chat GPT grew to him. So he has some real. We were watching a dramatic. He's got some opinions. He's a well-versed person, it sounds like. Sounds like me and him can have a good conversation. We were watching the dramatic decline of Tom Brady playing out live on. I agree. I think the reason Tom Brady's breaking down is because he's heartbroken. Him and Giselle are getting divorced. I don't think his poor heart can handle it. I feel somewhat sorry for the guy. I've always liked the guy. I've liked the guy too. I've loved and hated him. It's always bothered me that he's considered the GOAT, but he's had, like, he is a really good quarterback. But he's been blessed with the New England Patriots system that worked really well for him. It's just like Jason. At this level, pro quarterbacks, it's typically not that the quarterback's a failure. It's typically that the coach and the system is a failure. So I think I'm pretty excited to see Baker Mayfield and what he can do for Los Angeles, because I think he's a good quarterback, and in the right system, I think he'll thrive. We got our boy Purdy. Most people are ready to tune off right now. Purdy, I'm a big fan of Purdy over in San Francisco. Let's see, this guy, he's looking like he got dollars for fighting. Maybe. I mentioned this yesterday though. There's a lot of Binance FUD. Who's paying for it? Because it's not FTX. Is it Coinbase? I don't feel like Coinbase. Gemini, maybe those Winklevoss twins, because they got screwed over by Zuckerberg. Maybe they're taking a play out of his playbook. If not Brady, then who do you think is the four-legged goat? Brady is definitely it based on accomplishments, but if I had my choice of any quarterback in the history of the NFL, you get them, you can grab them out of time and put them on your team when they were like a rookie, and you can mold that clay. It's almost no question, no doubt in my mind. It's Peyton Manning, right? I think he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, if not the greatest. If Peyton Manning would have been the quarterback for the New England Patriots, he probably would have won 10 Super Bowls in a row. That's how freaking good he is. That guy is amazing. Football IQ off the charts, talent off the charts. And his nephew, what's his name? I think Archie Manning is coming. I think he's in his senior year of high school. So I think he's going to be a college football player next year. He's supposed to be really good. He's the son of their brother, which was supposed to be the best athlete in the family. But he had a really bad injury in college or something. Rams Rams are shit. Yeah, yeah, they're pretty. This is the worst like sophomore Super Bowl season I think in NFL history. Right? It's pretty bad. All right, Binance. Peyton is the best season quarterback. He choked every time in the. That's not true. He's won Super Bowls. He's a bit. He has choked a little bit, but I mean, so has Brady. I think given the right, and you got to look at it. Peyton won a Super Bowl, left the team, and the team became the worst team in the NFL. Right, so that just shows you how special he was. And then he goes to Denver, one of the worst teams in the NFL, and takes them what to the Super Bowl or deep in the playoffs. I think he took them. I don't remember, but I think I would choose. I would definitely choose Peyton over Brady. It's too early to tell on Mahomes, but I'd probably in today's into. It's tough too because in today's NFL, the Tom Brady's are going to disappear. It's going to be more like Mahomes, right? They're changing the blueprint, so we'll see how it plays out. Brady was definitely a top five quarterback, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. But, again, I think a lot of that was due to a great quarterback, highly accurate, very smart, very high quarterback football intelligence IQ. I just think he ended up getting where that extra edge because of the greatest coach of all time and that system, right? That the things that New England did, it was built for success. I think you could have plugged a lot of quarterback. Matt Castle. One year Brady went down and Matt Castle went like 11-4. And then Matt Castle couldn't do shit anywhere else, right? So if that's not proof, I don't know what is. All right. We're still talking about Binance. Binance didn't meet its 1-to-1 ratio in reserves to customer assets in US dollar terms based on Bitcoin's price at the time. The liabilities would have been about 9.68 billion while the assets would have been 9.43 billion or about 245 million smaller. All right, dude. That's a nothing burger right there. First of all, maybe there was a mistake with the thing, or there was probably a problem with the audit. But that tells me 245 million. Like even if this is true, someone's gonna give them 245 million, right? So I don't know. This is a weird thing right here. Other basic information about Binance is lacking. Whatever. Again, there is zero excuse for any of the. It's crazy because I wanted to believe that crypto could make the world better. Now I see clearly it's filled with con men and charlatans like CZ, SPF, Do Kwon, and Alex Fish. You can't put CZ in the same category as these people. You just can't. He's a ruthless investor. What he did to take SPF down was great for the crypto community. It sucked. It's sucking in the short term, but we've purged it, we've cleaned it, we've cleansed it, and we owe it to this man. Period. Right? So I don't understand some of this. Right? If CZ didn't do this, could you imagine how much worse it could have gotten? How much more people would have put money into FTX going into the next bull run? And maybe it was a thing where Sam Bankman-Fried traded his way out of it, and that's probably what he was trying to do. He got himself in a hole. He thought he could trade his way. Maybe it just got worse and worse and worse until it just blew up, and the contagion would have completely destroyed crypto, right? It most likely would have been, the longer this went on, the much worse it would got on. So honestly, tell me what I'm missing or shut the F up and say, if you run into CZ, you should probably thank him because he's probably part of the Axe clan or whatever they have over in China anyway, and he'll have your head chopped off. Or, you should just be happy that he did what he did to clean crypto up. The real reason SPF will never be prosecuted, well, he got that wrong, and it was 3 days ago. Gary Gensler's not saving his ass, dude. In fact, Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike Alfred. The SEC signed off on all these charges, so you got that one wrong. Reuters, CZ literally encourages his deputies to flout all KYC and AMC regulations. I started my, I'll tell you my experience. I started my Binance journey in 2020. It took them 10 days to clear my KYC because they had such a backlog. 10 days. Now you can get it instantly, but they do KYC in the United States. I don't know if they flout it elsewhere. Like, you have a Binance account, right, Kurt? I'm assuming. Maybe not. More than 70% of Binance reserves are in BNB, BUSD, and Tether. Okay, who gives a shit, right? BNB is their layer 1 chain. There's a lot of TVL over there. There's a lot going on. It's mostly garbage, but exists. People hold BNB. A lot of people hold BNB. They believe in BNB. So the fact that they have BNB in their reserves, I don't think this isn't like FTT where it's just a token. This is a coin. People use it. They get discounts for using it on trades, and they use it as gas on their chain. A chain, again, that has, does it show on DeFi Llama? Yo, hide your chains. 7:42 a.m. Binance Smart Chain. It's the second biggest chain in TVL. They have 4.72 billion in TVL locked over there, and 28% of it, 26% of it's in BUSD. Okay, that's their stable coin. It's basically Paxos backed or whatever, right? Very legitimate stable coin. USDT, they're selling that USDT tip. I think they have USDC over there. Not surprising. Bitcoin and Ethereum. All looks fine to me. The real Fed pivot is an outright capitulation on the arbitrary target 5% is the new bogey. Few understand this. I hate it when people say few understand this. Few understand this is one of my biggest trigger things people say on Twitter. Don't see any substance. I don't either. I really don't. But I'm just not. The fact that this guy says get all your money off, and he called the Celsius. I'm like, screw it. Again, I don't think there's any real risk with Binance. The only reason I had money on there was cash to trade. I'm not really concerned with Binance, but I'm just not taking any chances right now. You never know. You really never know. You never know what could happen in this world. Someone might attack Binance and they might take them down by some unknown vector, right? And your money is not insured. As far as I know, I don't think there's any SIPC or FINRA or whatever the F it is on Binance, even if it's in cash. Maybe there is, but even if there is, that shit's a big fat game anyway, right? It could take you years to get that, right? And you still may never get it. So it's like depending on like how much the Fed. I'm not an expert at this shit, but if it goes to like FIDC insurance on your bank, you're probably screwed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a huge fan of crypto. And it's going to be a big part of my video when we react to Invest Answers. He says he doesn't know if Bitcoin. Oh, I'm giving the milk away for free, but he says he doesn't know if Bitcoin's going to be around in 30 years. And I'm not going to answer this right now because I'm going to make you guys come back. This is going to be some major alpha if you ask me. But anyway, is that it when it comes to the Binance FUD? The USDC was a bunch of bullshit. Maintenance window. Their reserves, like the audit, there's some things going on with the audit, but they've shown that they have the money and the reserves in Bitcoin, and I don't know, there's a little bit going on there. They're still trying to finalize that process, but for the most part, even this one Binance, they have 9.43 billion on this audit out of 9.68 billion, a 245 million discrepancy. That's what, 2%, something like 2%. What's my math like on that? 3%. Not that big a deal. They can raise the money, no problem, no bueno. I mean, CZ could probably write a check right now for 245 million if he had to. Now, if this was like a billion plus 5 billion whole, yeah, then there's an effing problem. But again, yeah, redo the audit, or I'm sure some things will come up out of this, but Binance is making so much money hand over fist, dude. It's ridiculous. If Binance was publicly traded, I would be buying the shit out of it. You'd probably be able to get it cheap right now, and you don't think they're not going to make money hand over fist in the next bull run? They probably will become, or I think they already are, will maintain the number one position and grow exponentially. They actually talked about this on Tasty Live this morning, but a lot of this is changing, and a lot of crypto is moving. Like all the money, all the exchanges and everything in the United States. Miami was trying to be it, but it's all really moving to Chicago, it looks like. Oh, yeah. So XRP, what do we know about fusion energy breakthrough? Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, but I'm really excited about that. Did we get XRP announcement? I don't know. Is it pumping? I don't think we got an announcement. Are you just asking? He said the 15th, so we got a couple more days. It could come out any day. I don't think I have XRP on my watch list. I don't think there's an announcement. If there was, Twitter would be going crazy. The XRP army would be going crazy. Nope. Let's see what else is going on Twitter. Sipping on some Twitter. I got to wrap this up pretty quick. Be greedy with your ADA. Man, I still have this issue with Indigo Protocol where I burnt my Cardano. Or I burnt my BTC and I didn't get my money back. And I opened a ticket. It's pushing 24 hours. Manage. Burn. You need an additional to close this. So you close it. Oh, maybe I have to close it completely to get it back. I don't think that's right. Oh, it says I have 3,600 NADA in there. Maybe that's the problem. Let's do this. I think it's lame that you don't. Oh, I just have to withdraw, I think. It's because I'm over collateralizing. So I just have to withdraw ADA. Yeah, all right. I can close my ticket. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm just going to close it all and then they can liquidate that last little bit. Holy shit, boys. I got some Cardano. You know what? Let's make some. Man. Now I'm wanting to FOMO in and buy some Bitcoin. I think I'm going to FOMO in and buy some Bitcoin. What do y'all think? Let's see the pronoun 67 to 33. Kurt and Koska voted in favor. Not very anonymous, is it? All right. NAMI. Fusion energy. Let's Google that because I am curious. Fusion breakthrough. Nuclear fusion energy breakthrough. Yeah, it's probably nothing. How long until this breakthrough? Let's see. Scientists at Lawrence Livermore National, blah, 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 have made history by successfully producing a nuclear fusion reaction resulting in net energy gain. A breakthrough held by U.S. officials is a landmark achievement. Nuclear fusion is a man-made process that replicates the energy that powers the sun. Nuclear fusion happens when two or more atoms are fused into a larger one, a process that generates a massive amount of energy and heat. How is fusion different? It takes a lot more heat. When people think about nuclear energy, blah, blah, whereas fission is the opposite. Is the process of splitting. Nuclear is a zero emission energy source. Nuclear fusion does not carry the same safety risks, and the material used to power it have a much shorter half-life than fission. How can nuclear fusion power eventually turn the lights on? There are two main ways, both fusing the atoms creates a blah blah blah, which holds the key to producing. The big challenge of harnessing fusion energy is sustaining it long enough so that it can power electrical grids and heating systems around the globe. The successful U.S. breakthrough is a big deal, but it's still on a far smaller scale than what's needed to generate to run one power plant, never mind tens of thousands of power plants. It's about what it takes to boil 10 kettles of water. We need to make a much larger gain, and we need it substantially more. This is the first time scientists, blah, where does this, what are the next steps? Scientists and experts are now need to figure out how to produce much more from nuclear fusion on a much larger scale. At the same time, they need to figure out how to eventually reduce the cost of nuclear fusion so that it can be used commercially. All right, so big breakthrough. Doesn't mean, it's just it's a big breakthrough, but we still got a long way to go, looks like. All right. This is taking a really long time. I'll just do this later. Let's get this wrapped up. I don't know if anyone's still here. It's been pretty boring content now. Oh, you know what I need to check? Oh, my goodness. The suspense. The suspense. Wait till you see my team name, guys. Wait till you see my team name. This is my team name. Koss is not gonna like this, but this is my team name right here. It's a play on words. Jacob is a good friend of mine locally, and Kareem Hunt it used to be one of my favorite players on the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think it's pretty witty. It's all a joke. But drum roll, please. Did I make the playoffs? I might. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. Please, 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 please. No! Why? I have more points. I have more points for. Why? Why? I don't understand. I have more points for. I beat him in head-to-head. Why is he ahead of me? Oh, this is bullshit. I don't understand. This is devastating. I don't... what? Dude, what? What? Okay, I don't... Dude, I don't... I thought... This is the league manager's son-in-law, too. I don't understand. I thought the point breaker went to who has the most points for. I have 1,252. Maybe it's points against. It must be the points against, I guess. It's lame, though. Yeah, everyone's devastated, man. This is brutal. This is brutal. Anyway, my stream tonight is going to be... it's up to you. I will give you the chance to watch it ahead of time if you like. I respect this, bro, for the most part. We'll be discussing this. Will Bitcoin make it another 20 years?
Tesla Shanghai is shutting down. The automotive world is in crisis in China. And boy, do we have updates about Tesla.
He's
Folks,
at Tesla
today
stock
is
by the
December
17th
9th.
mark, so
13
we don't give a shit
years
about
ago,
that. We're just going
I
to talk
stood
about
in front of the
whether
New York
Bitcoin
Stock
has a
Exchange.
future.
And folks,
If you want to watch it ahead of
at
time,
the
the first
closing
17
bell,
minutes, so you can
I get to
formulate your
ring
own
the
opinions.
closing bell.
Oh, looks like I
I
got
hope
me,
it marks.
Kevin. Tesla China's shutting down. Oh, that's an old video. Anyway, I will be back later, somewhere around 4:30 PST, 5 PST, somewhere around that time horizon. Be there or you're an effing square. Love you all and peace. Peace.